I think one of the things we're most guilty of in business is the frog in the pot of boiling water scenario. I've seen a lot of folks who will hire a business coach, and that business coach will slowly push them in a direction that is antithetical to their belief system. And I think, I don't necessarily think it's intentional. And I think for the most part, most of the business coaches are highly ethical and highly observant of someone's morals and values. There are some that are not. But here's the thing is that business owner has beliefs and standards and morals and values. And we tend to go out and, it's like we talk about pricing, especially when a business owner is new to the concept of charging what they have to charge to be profitable. I think it can be a little alarming to them, right? Because they know what it costs. Again, we talk about the curse of knowledge. They have the curse of knowledge because they know what it costs to do that. They already have the knowledge to do it. They don't understand the consumer doesn't have the knowledge to do it. And often they lack the financial knowledge to understand what the business needs to be healthy. And so that's like the perfect storm. It's like this terrible cocktail of bad news for business owners. And we have to work with them and educate them and lift them up and kind of encourage them as we go to make sure they understand that they're not doing something wrong. They're doing the right thing. But that can go too far. I've seen it happen with a lot of businesses, a lot of shops, and they get into this spot that they're saying, yeah, but I'm making money. Man, I'm making money hand over fist. And I think the question has to be, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is this an ethical way of doing business? Am I doing what's best for the client? Cecil has this thing. He talks about the Institute's value structure, and he talks about the most important one to him is that everybody wins. The client wins, the business wins, the employee wins, and he wins as the owner of the business. Everybody has to win. And he will tell you, if we're not winning, we're not doing it. If one party out of that equation is losing, we're not doing it. I think that speaks highly to his morals, but it also means that we need to monitor that in ourselves. We need to monitor to make sure that we've not slowly started to change our belief system, the things that were important to us, because we started getting a huge chunk of money put in our pocket. You see, your morals and your values, the things that you're going to teach your kids, the things that are important to you, they can't be bought and sold with money. I get that it happens sometimes, but a lot of those people who find themselves there come back later and talk about how disappointed they were in themselves and how they didn't really feel accomplished later on in life. I don't know. It's just my opinion, y'all. I think that when we have people leading us and guiding us, we can't get blinded by progress and saying we're moving without slowing down and understanding, am I moving in a direction that's in alignment with my values and morals? I don't know. I've seen a lot of people sell out. I've seen a lot of people sell out the things that they were taught and the things that they always said were important to them just to make a little more money. And I get that money's important, but at the end of the day, is it that important? Is that what's going to make the difference? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think that's where happiness is found. I don't think that's where accomplishment's found. I don't think that's where meaning is found. And that's because money is extrinsic. It's not intrinsic. Money only gets you the thing that motivates you. It does not motivate you. I think that the focus on money alone is a dangerous concept. Maybe I'm completely wrong. After we built the new shop, it takes a lot more money to run it. So I get that many of these shops, they're just trying to survive. I'm gonna tell you right now, if it meant trading in my values, if it meant trading in what is important to me to accomplish that, I'd probably just shut it down. I wouldn't do it. I'll never forget something Ken Robinson said You've heard me say it a million times. Ken Robinson said, if education marginalizes what you like about yourself, it's not worth it. I can agree with that. Y'all have a good night.